I'm Andy Stegmeyer with Thunderlab Digital Media, a full-service production company based right here in Chicago, Illinois. On our show, A Shot and a Beer gear review, we have Ryan Linich from Banner Collective. He is an excellent cinematographer and editor, and he's got some great stuff to review, so stay tuned. Here he comes.
Hi, my name is Ryan Linich, and I'm a cinematographer and editor from Banner Collective, a full in-house production company located here in Chicago, Illinois. And I'm here to review Johnnie Walker Green Label, Deschutes Black Butte Porter, and the fantastic Convergent design Odyssey 7Q. I'll get started with this fantastic Scotch whiskey. Oh yeah. Sounds perfect. Cilantro. Damn, that's really good. And now, the Black Butte Porter. I believe this was Deschutes' flagship beer when they started distributing from Bend, Oregon. One of my favorites. Oh, creamy, a little sweet, all around victorious. Everything they make, honestly, is delicious. This just happens to be my favorite, and I think one of the most populars, but it's pretty spectacular. No better way to start a review than that. So I'll just jump right in. This is the Convergent Design Odyssey 7Q 4K OLED monitor recorder. There are a lot of friends of mine and other colleagues who ask, what camera should they buy? And I think that cameras change so frequently, it's really difficult to kind of nail down on what is the best, what's going to last the longest. The old rule used to be, if you can't pay back a piece of equipment within 6 months, you shouldn't buy it. This is what I tell everyone to buy. I know it's not a camera, but to be completely honest with you, this is so versatile and so helpful, especially to my company. I really can't see us living without it, to be honest with you. The housing is extremely sturdy, all metal, and there's a screen protector that's already on the monitor as you get it. The inputs as well are extremely sturdy. I've never had to worry about this thing breaking or any loss of signal whatsoever. I know it would always come from camera or come from the cable. On the back of the monitor, right now I have an MP battery adapter, and you can actually buy multiple adapters for this. You can buy a Sony V-mount, and I believe you can also buy an Anton Bauer adapter. I do know that Wooden Camera has a D-tap that'll work with this as well, so I'm sure you could always check out Wooden Camera and pick up one of those if you need to, if you have a really big rig or a big shoulder configuration that you're looking for. It is all touchscreen, with the exception of a few buttons. There is a lock that'll lock the screen, prevents you from changing anything. There's a shutdown button and a power button. So all of your menu options, you have drop downs, you can select whatever camera you have, and then it'll actually have your frame rates and your respective resolutions as well. Just to kind of spotlight some of the features in the bottom, the waveform monitor is fantastic. All of the scopes on this are built so well. Their focus assist is, in my experience, incredibly accurate, whether you're in 1080 or 4K. And there's actually a zoom feature that will zoom in. You could see me. And you're able to zoom in. You could set this to like a 4x zoom as well. Right now I just have it 2:1. So it's really handy when you have a 4K signal going into this, because frankly, I think it's a 7.7-inch monitor. So a 4K image in this tiny little monitor, it's going to be really difficult sometimes to just see that hair-thin focal plane. Keep going down. False color is very accurate as well. We have a histogram, and within that, if you hold the buttons, it gives you other drop-down menus, which I love. So you could have just a regular histogram, or you could have RGB Parade. Your waveform monitor, and you can actually change that to an RGB Parade waveform as well. And you can also do full screen. So if you need just this for scopes, let's say you have another monitor you're outing to any other source, and you're like, oh, I just need this to see waveform, no problem. One of the major updates that Convergent Design put into this over the last couple of years was they added 3D LUTs, which I think is awesome. So not only are you just worrying about contrast, but you also have nice color adjustments. And they've added quite a few. And if you look in their dropdown, I mean, this is all free, mind you, with their firmware upgrades. You buy this once, all their firmware upgrades are completely free. So every time they add something, everyone gets it. I got all of these LUTs for free. I didn't have to pay for them. I can also make my own, customize, and import them in as well. Looking at the solid state drives, Convergent Design does sell proprietary solid state drives that they really recommend you use. And I will eject a couple of mine and kind of show you. To remove your drive, there's a small little pinch release. And there it is. This is an actual Convergent Design drive. They no longer require you to buy these specific drives. You can now buy the Samsung 850 EVO Pros. And they're honestly much cheaper, and they still work just as well. The one thing you will have to purchase is, if you notice, on top of these drives, there's a small plastic release. And you do have to buy these, but I just noticed that you could buy a clip of 5 for about $6. So that's kind of worth it to me, honestly, if you're going to save a few $100s in the end. And it's pretty simple just to screw them into the front of your solid state drives, pop them in, you're good to go. This monitor also has very accurate levels, actually, and you can change, if you don't want to see level bars, you can actually just have it show decibel values as well. This does record 4K. We primarily have used this on the Sony FS700, and it looks absolutely fantastic. It's nice that we don't have to necessarily buy a Sony proprietary product. Instead, we can use this, and we can still get a fantastic monitor at the same time. I really can't push for this enough. I think that just having the ease of a monitor that gives you a crisp, extremely accurate image of what you're hoping to get in the end, on top of a potential backup to record to, that's priceless. So I will say, though, the cons, it is a little pricey. It's an investment. The 7Q Plus, mind you, that's the upgrade to this model, is about $2,500. And so if you tack on the $1,000 codec bundle, that's like $3,500. You tack on a couple 1 terabyte solid state drives, you're probably looking at about $4,000 or $5,000 potentially. That being said, I think with how cost effective they are, especially with their firmware upgrades and adding so many features and not forcing you to pay more and more down the line, that makes it completely worth it to me, to be honest with you. I spoke with one of the salesmen, and he told me straight to my face, he's like, we're not in the business of making people pay money more and more over time and sucking dollars out of you. It's rather make a one-time investment, and we will help you along the way. And that means a lot to me, and I think that, honestly, you can't go wrong with this. I mean, this thing is absolutely fantastic, and I love it. So this is the Convergent Design Odyssey 7Q 4K OLED monitor recorder. Johnnie Walker Green Label, fantastic Scotch whiskey, and one of the best beers I've had, Deschutes Black Butte Porter. I'm Ryan Linich with Banner Collective. You can check us out at bannercollective.com. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening.